This time I have even notes. Good morning, beautiful people, authentic people, and core seekers. Karma. What a topic. I will go straight to the point. What is karma? Karma actually means action. I was doing a little bit research because I realized that sometimes I'm just rambling and I just dropped the point. Karma actually means action, but what it in the action actually means. Sorry. You can describe it into two sentences. What goes around comes around, and you reap what you sow. And I think those explanations are quite accurate when it comes to karma. And you can have a good karma or bad karma. So you are always choosing for every single day, making these options and choices, and based on those, you are creating your karmic cycle and karmic patterns, creating the certain kind of karma to yourself. What are those options and what your choices? Why we experience karma? I think karma is like the most honest teacher what we can experience. Every single action has some kind of reaction to that action. So basically, every single choice that you do, it can be due to anything, are creating your reality. And it's never like life happens to you. You have created that happening in some point of your life or past life. Yeah, if you believe in reincarnation, I do. It's not the topic of the day. But what is the karmic cycle then? Karmic cycle is something that you are... That was the door. The karmic cycle... The door again. I've been easy. Karmic patterns and karmic cycles. I don't know if there is a difference between those. I haven't studied that much because this video is more like a compact version of what karma is. But they are experiences in your life which are repeating and repeating until you learn the lesson. It can be whatever. You could have, for example, everyday habit to drink a coffee, smoke a cigarette, the energy drink, which I actually quitting now. So I'm kind of like quitting this little karmic cycle. I hope simple and small example. For example, coffee or the monster drink. You are creating this karmic pattern. You are like drinking the monster. You are drinking the coffee, and you are getting this caffeine kick. And if you have noticed, like sometimes you can get this crash, like you're feeling you are drinking that drink, and you are getting this hype. Then you are getting this low, and you don't want those lows in your life, of course. And then you need this caffeine to make yourself up again, and you get low again until you cut that out and you break that cycle. And yeah, you are feeling this period of the how is it going to be without this karmic pattern a little while, because it relieves. Your overall life quality, of course, improves. And like learning is never easy. I mean, like it can be easy, but it's like you have to go out of your comfort zone to improve yourself, if you get the point. And if we are talking about bigger karma, you can be doing something harmful to yourself or other people. You are making those choices based on some kind of experiences you had. There is always consequence, always. But it's up to you what road you will choose. And for example, if you are doing something that it's hurting the other person, you are going to experience that hurt, what you are making to that other person to go through by yourself in some point. Maybe not now, but maybe in the future, maybe in the next life. Until you understand what you did to other person. Every single person here has done good and has done bad. And these are just human-made concepts, good and bad, but it's like negative and positive. But it's always up to the karma, like you are creating your reality. And that's why we have these karmic lessons, and they are repeating as long as you get the idea, they get the concept, like then you like, oh my god, this is what the universe was trying to tell me all the time. And now it's up to me if I'm staying in my comfort zone and going still the old patterns, or am I strong enough to break this cycle and go into the next level. Understanding the karma would be super helpful to see bigger picture of the whole situation, because sometimes those lessons can be coming somewhere that you don't even recognize. And you can also attract certain people in your life until you break that cycle. For example, relationships, because this is the most used topic to explain karma. For example, I will give my own experience. I have been attracting people with similar qualities, amazing people, but similar qualities, and there was something that I learned from them, and also like I'm quite sure that they learned something from me. And until I got the lesson that, oh my god, this is what universe tries to teach me in these lessons. And I was repeating and repeating and repeating all the time the same things. And then it's like, universe, good girl, you just got it. And like, then they are giving the karmic relief is also like you are feeling this, I just finished something huge. And multiple times life is so funny, because it's like seeing like, she or he improved in this one, so let's dig deeper, like what is finding from here. And it's like, oh, she hasn't learned this lesson yet. and then the irony comes, and universe starts to throw you, I mean, you start to of course attract it by yourself. It's a different kind of lesson, and a similar type of person. What why? I mean, until you realized your own mistakes, own issues, own lessons, own things that it's going on in you, you start to break those patterns, because you have to start to behave, you have to start to act different way than before. Then you break this cycle, because we are all learning here, like we are all here to evolve and raising our consciousness. What comes to bad karma, I will talk about now bad and good karma. Bad karma is something that you are choosing consciously or unconsciously, something that it's hurting somebody or bad influence to something. And it always comes back. Karma is also here to teach us what you did to somebody, how did it feel to that person. Then people are like, why this happens to me? And I think I know why. But karma is kind of beautiful thing, because we can't point the finger out of anybody, because we are all doing this. And we are all experiencing this all because of our own action. I love the feeling that I'm free of grief. And we all should be free of grief or hate and everything. Those are lessons that when you go through them, you understand them, you start to act differently, then you learn the lesson. You don't have to go them through again if you don't start to repeat that cycle again. So it's up to you. But usually when you know that what was happening before, you don't want to repeat those. Also, good karma. What's nicer topic? I mean, like when you are doing something good to somebody else, that also comes around. I want to emphasize that these are different things. That okay, I try to delete my bad karma by doing something good. It doesn't work that way, because they are all different kind of lessons. But I mean, when you are doing something good, that same good comes back to you in the form of some kind of good karma. You can give something to someone, you can help someone, and those things are always coming back. So karmic gifts. The karma doesn't look at the clock like, hey karma, hey, like can you give it to me now? Like, maybe in a couple of years. That karma is she's a nice, but yeah, she has her own time. Your own timings. Good karma is always coming back also. The thing is, we have the option, and we can choose to start to live our lives creating good karma to ourselves. And like a karmic awareness, like to being like karmically aware to our actions, we can shape-shift our reality. And I think like when you have good heart, open heart, and you feel empathy, you are also having boundaries, you are willing to create that good karma to yourself and not creating more bad karma. Also, one thing that I wanted to emphasize, there is people who are going through their own karmic cycles. You want to help them, like to come up to those karmic patterns, like putting so much effort to help them. And you notice that they are still in the same cycle, and they don't just come up there and just put your hands up. It's not your responsibility to help them to get out of that bad karma. It's their responsibility to find the way to out there. Trying to help that situation, and you are actually not helping them. You are doing the opposite. You are not letting them go through their lesson if you are making those shortcuts which are not actually leading that lesson to be learned. Now, summarizing to get rid of the karmic cycle. See what things are repeating in your life. Then figure out what is the lesson in that repeatedness, and then check to yourself what wound there is put up to be healed through that, and take responsibility to heal that thing and to break that pattern. And also learn that mistake, choose that love. This sounds super cliche, I know, but choosing that love means not pointing fingers if there is in this karmic cycle included some other people. Don't pointing the finger, see that even that person is going through their own karma and they are also struggling in something, maybe different thing than you are, and forgive that person, forgive yourself if you have done something, and always forgive. See that, okay, this is just a lesson and I will learn this lesson, and taking responsibility to uplift out of that. Big thing, big thing, don't play the victim. The victimhood doesn't help you. I mean, people can help you. I mean, every single one of us is going through something. Expecting people always to help you, and it's fine. I mean, like, everybody needs help in some shape or form of their life, and but always reflect that in the big picture, like big picture, if you are in a certain situation, what is the wound in you? It's not pleasant to face your shadow side. If you want to get out of these karmic cycles and get free of them, you have to face them. It's like a breakup of your shadow version, like relationship wise. After that, it's like a relief. Of course, there can be lots of things. It depends of the karma, like what kind of karma you are going through. Sometimes you have been self-sabotaging your journey by creating karma, or like having these karmic cycles. And they can be, for example, like that you feel safe in controlled situations and controlled relationships. For example, they can come from the childhood. So you are attracting people who are super controlling. And you don't necessarily understand that, but it's like you feel safe in that environment, but it's not serving you. Look at this situation and, hey, this is coming from my childhood, this is coming from my past life, whatever, and recognize that this is actually not benefiting me. How could I heal myself to feel safe in my own skin and having the control of myself and my life without needing these controlling relationships to feel safe? I mean, that those are always something from inside. Let's try to live life creating good karma and not to increasing depth of bad karma. Choosing love, forgiving to yourself and the others, thanking for the lessons, not being victim and not holding grief. And you are free. And seeing your inner situation. And then spread that goodness. If everybody is trying their best to do something good to each other and to ourselves, healing our wounds and healing ourselves and trying to, through that, again, self-love, through that loving everybody else, I think we will have beautiful planet here. And deepest core of my heart, I think we are going there. Little by little, and through light workers and star seeds and other topics. No, let's keep this at the karma. Anyways, thank you so much for watching, and I really deep from my heart hope that it helped somebody, even one person there. I really hope that it opened something, because these topics, when I start to realize them in my life, it was so big discovery and helped me so much. And I will thank every single person that has helped me in these realization. Lots of love, and see you next video.